Hi, and welcome to Infomedia's training on how to use the content editor in WordPress. My name is Carrie Rollwagon. I'm Communications Director here at Infomedia, and I'm going to be walking you through the training today. All right, so I'm going to share my screen here. Okay, so let's pick a blog post that we want to edit. To do that, again, we're going to look at this left-hand sidebar and go to Posts. So I'm just going to choose a post that we already have drafted and show you how to use the content editor. But if you want to add a new post, you would just go to Add New, and then you can type in the content editor field, whatever, you can do it. It's going to look the exact same as what we're going to do today. Okay, so we're going to edit this blog post called Ice Cream is the Greatest. So I click Edit. Now, if I didn't have a title, that would be the first thing that I do. And maybe I'll just update this title. I'll say ice cream is the greatest, isn't it? All right, so then we have a new title. Then we're gonna look right here to where what we call the content editor. So this is the text for our blog. If you want, you can write the text directly. You can type it right in here, or you can copy and paste from Microsoft Word or from your email or something else, and you can put the text in here. But right now we're gonna start with what we have today. Okay, so let's preview this and see what it looks like, see what this post looks like. Okay, so it says ice cream is the greatest. It has a picture in it, but other than that, it looks pretty boring. It's just a bunch of text, so let's change that today. All right, so let's say we want to bold something. Let's bold testing webinar, because why not? So first, what you're going to want to do is highlight. So put your cursor where you want to start your highlight and just drag it. So you highlight the term that you want to bold. And then you look right up here above the content editor it's kind of like a kitchen sink of tools. So these tools are going to be very similar to the formatting options you have in a word processing client like Microsoft Word or Pages or Google Docs or something like that. So to find out what your options are, you just scroll over these options, and then when you hover, it shows you what the option is. So we're going to go to bold, click bold, and then that's it. It's bolded. And now when we preview the post, it's going to open up a new window, and we scroll down, and now we see that testing webinar is bolded. Great, that's exactly what we wanted. All right, you do italics, we can do all kinds of stuff there. Let's say we want to make a bulleted list. So we have this list here. I like ice cream, I like sherbet, I like ice cream sundaes. Let's say we want to make this a bulleted list. We just highlight the items, go up here to bulleted lists, click it, and then that looks nice. That looks like that's a list. That's a bulleted list. Or let's pretend that this paragraph here is a quote. You can go up here to the little quote marks, make it a block quote, and then it's going to automatically choose a style for you that looks great with your theme. So then again, if we go to preview this, now we can see we have a nice little list, we have a nice little block quote, so that's great. Okay, the next thing we want to learn how to do is how to add a subhead. So, our main title is Ice Cream is the Greatest, isn't it? So let's say we want this right here, really I mean it, Ice Cream is Great, to be a subtitle. So we highlight that. Now your first instinct might be to bold it, but I'm going to say don't bold it in this case. First of all, a headline style is just going to look a little better. And also, Google is going to notice a headline style more than it's going to notice a bold. So you want to have a headline style on it. So how do you do that? Well, you go up here, it's right beside the bold, to your paragraph styles menu, and you click the little triangle to open your menu. And then you want to select heading 2. We also call that an H2. Now, why do you select heading 2? Why don't you start with 1? That's because by default, your main title is in heading 1. So you don't want to use that again later or it will be confusing. It'll have the same weight as your main headline. Okay, so we've created a subhead. Let's preview it. All right, and there we go. We have a great little subhead there. Okay, now let's learn to add a link. Okay, so we're going to go back to our blog posts. And let's say we want to link this word Infomedia. So we just, again, you're noticing a theme probably. We highlight that word, and then we go up to the kitchen sink menu, and we click link. It looks like a little chain link, so that's how you remember it. Okay, if you want to link to another page that's already on your website, there's a shortcut for that. So like, let's say we want to link Infomedia to the team page on our website. We type in team, and see, that's all I have to do, and it pulls up a list, and I just click our team. And then it links it right there for me. I don't have to know the exact URL. I just click enter, and then you click anywhere else to get rid of that little window. All right, so to unlink something, you do a similar thing. You just highlight it, and then you click the breaking the chain link. So you can either click it right here or up in this kitchen sink menu. It doesn't matter, it does the same thing. And let's say you want to link to a page that's off of your website. So I'm going to link this to the Infomedia website, which is on a different site than we're testing on. So again, I highlight it, I go to the chain link, and then I just type the URL. So www.infomedia.com. And then I hit enter, or you can hit this little blue arrow that says apply, either one. You just click off of it. And then when we go to preview the page, we'll see that now Infomedia is a hyperlink, and when you click it, it goes to the Infomedia website. So great, this works exactly how we want it to work. All right, at any point, if you want to save your draft, you can just click Save Draft. Now WordPress does save your changes automatically pretty regularly, but I'm kind of paranoid, so sometimes I just like to save it just in case. Okay, so I wanted to go over a couple things that might look weird when you open up your page. First of all, you might notice that this kitchen sink menu bar looks a little smaller than you're used to. If that's the case, just make sure this toolbar toggle button is clicked. So you see when I click it, it goes away and comes back. So if it's gone, it probably just needs you to click that toggle. Okay, another thing, if you open your page and your content area looks like this. So it's a weird looking font and it has these little strange codes in it. When you see that and see your kitchen sink is different, completely gone, that just means you're in the wrong tab up here. So it's above your content area and to the right. You don't want to be in the text tab. You want to be in the visual tab. So see, it's the same thing. You're just seeing the back-end coding. You don't need to see the back-end coding. You just want to be making sure you're clicked in the visual tab. Okay, and then after you edit your content, you can go to your publish box. You can preview and see what it looks like. You can save again if you'd like. You can publish immediately, or if you don't want to publish immediately and you want to schedule it, you go to this little calendar picture, click edit, and then you can change the date and schedule it another day. We're just going to go ahead and click publish right now. All right, so thank you so much for joining me in the training for the content editor. I hope you enjoy making your blogs and your pages look a little nicer. Today we've been focusing on blog posts, but if you go into your pages menu, the content editor works exactly the same way. So now you already know how to use that too. All right, if you're an Infomedia client, you can always get more help by emailing support@infomedia.com, or you can give us a call at 205-823-4440. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy creating your blogs.